What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to refresh the Digimon TCG release schedule. We've got a lot of interesting, exciting stuff coming. We've got a lot to get excited about. So now it's time to go and have a look at everything that is coming. And there is quite a lot of stuff coming. Now, we're not going to talk in great detail about what's just been released, but we should have just seen the release of Starter Decks 12 and 13. And BT10. Now remember, these were delayed in the US. They're only delayed by a week. As you listen to this, they should now be out. But yeah, that's what's just come out. Starter Deck 12, Starter Deck 13, BT10. These should be the most recent releases. The ones that are now out and we're all a little bit excited about. And life is looking pretty gosh darn nice. Obviously, the starter decks are full of exclusive cards. BT10 is looking very nice. But these are things we don't need to go into a great amount of detail about. They're out, and life is good. So what's next on the horizon? Well, I actually have dates for all of the sets we're expecting in English in the near future. But I do need to warn you that at the time of recording, and if things change and I get a chance, I will, of course, correct this before it uploads. But I will be in France when this goes up, so do bear in mind. It is all correct at time of recording. Things may change. Do remember I'm going to be in France. And we've actually got dates for everything, but none of it's been officially revealed. So the dates are, as it stands at the moment, to be confirmed. But it does look like we are getting the release of EX03 on the 11th of November. That is a Friday. It is a date which makes perfect sense. It is a very believable date. But until it is actually put on the official website and announced by Bandai themselves, we are calling this an unofficial release date. I should say I'm getting this from distributor listings. And up till now, I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe the success rate is 100%. I believe up till now, every time we have used a release date from a distributor, it has always been turned out to be correct, except obviously the ones that have then had official delays announced. So EX03 is coming on the 11th of November. I am 100% certain about that as it stands, but it is subject to change, and let's just bear that in mind, shall we? So EX03 is going to be coming around on the 11th of November. That is a very believable date. That one sounds pretty gosh darn good. And EX03, remember, is your EX set, your special set, so to speak. We've already seen the release in Japan, so we know a fair bit about it. We know that there is a particularly rare box topper. So there's 7 box toppers in total, 6 alternate arts from the set, and then we've got the kind of super hyper mega rare box topper, so to speak. And there are a couple of lovely secret rares. And I've done an opening of this. Do check it out on the channel. Because, spoiler alert, I pulled the alternate arts of both the secret rares. Somehow I pulled 2 secret rare alternate arts in one box, which was absolutely amazing. It is one of the most ridiculous openings I've seen. And it was mine. And I was absolutely delighted. Of course, we are talking about the secret rares of Imperial Demon Fighter Mode and Examon, and that alternate art of Examon is one of the best cards I've seen. I think it's absolutely stunning. So yeah, EX03, very, very cool. It's dragon themed, there's popular characters and Digimon links, all that good stuff. So yeah, it's a very cool set, and it's one which I think is worth getting a little bit excited about. Of course, it's got all of your 4 great dragons, like Magnadramon, for instance. That's kind of, and Goldramon, that's kind of like the hook of the set. It's not the only thing about the set, but it is one of the cool things about the set that we do have those 4 great dragons coming in and having a little bit of fun. So that's the next thing that's coming, and that is going to be coming along on the 11th of November. And then we don't seem to have anything until February the 17th, which is when we get the release of BT11. Now, I've also done a box opening of this on the channel, incidentally, so do go and check that one out if you feel so inclined. This is another very, very exciting set. Now, This one, again, has a very super rare, secret rare, call it what you will, box topper. One with a very, very low pull rate. That is the Vmon. Didn't get that one, unfortunately. But we've also got 3 very special gold cards. So you've got gold version of Old Force Veedramon, Mastermon, and Machinedramon that again have very low pull rates. We've got ourselves the first ever super rare tamer in terms of Murray, and I did manage to pull that one in my box and I was delighted. And we got ourselves the first ever secret rare tamer in terms of Rena. Did not pull that one. The alternate art of that is the money card from the set. That is definitely the one that you should be after. Now, the other secret I should say is Galacticmon, so yay! Have fun with that one if you so wish. Now, according to the distributors, we've also got 10 campaign rares chosen by user vote, which is an English version exclusive, which is very, very cool. Top 10 cards from the website's popularity poll will be reprinted with alternate art, and that is an English version exclusive. And all common and uncommon cards will have a holo version, and this is again English exclusive. Although I've told you this before, I am not a fan of having English exclusive stuff, and the reason is really simple. If it was Japanese exclusive, I would be gutted we don't get it. If it's English exclusive, I'm gutted for Japan that they don't get it. There is a good chance that in the future I switch to a mostly Japanese collection, and honestly, it's going to be gutting if we miss out on those cards. So no, I don't like that, honestly. I don't like the English exclusive stuff, and I hope it doesn't keep happening, because I don't think it's fair on the Japanese players, honestly. Seems kind of mean. We do also have the return of the X stuff and the Shoutmon, so Shoutmon X7 is one of these super rares in the set, which is kind of cool. One of the other really cool things about this set is that we do see evolution lines which have the tamer in kind of all the way up, and it's kind of beautiful. So all the way up to Mirage Galgamon, you can see that we've got Nikolai coming in the artwork there, which is really, 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 really cool. We can see that we've got the Black Tamer Yu Yakuga, who's in with Black Wall Greymon X Antibody, and the whole line going up. Now, Murray's not actually in the whole line, but we do see that Murray comes in on the artwork of both Lady Devamon and Angel Woman, which is extremely cool. I'm not going to go through all the examples, obviously. I'm just saying there are a bunch of cool ones in here, and for me, it's one of the things that makes it such a cool set. Between the gold cards and all the other stuff I'm telling you, I do think BT11 is one of the most exciting sets we've had, and that is extremely cool. And then we've got Starter Deck 14, which is currently listed for release on March the 24th. Although do remember, there is going to be a pre-release for this in a way that we don't generally get for sets, which is really kind of amazing, honestly. I love that they're doing it. I'm not entirely sure why they're doing this, but let's not argue, ladies and gentlemen. This is extremely cool. Now, this is the Bilzamon starter deck, and this is designed to be a very premium starter deck. That is very much the goal here. That is very deliberate, and that is exactly what they're trying to do. It's got Bilzamon and Bilzamon Blast Mode in. It comes with a set of sleeves. It comes with a bunch of alternate art cards. It is designed to be basically better than other starter decks that we've seen so far. So this is going to cost, I think it's like a $30 starter deck or something like that. It's definitely not cheap, but it's not supposed to be cheap. It's supposed to be really, really good. So it's got really good cards, better than other starter decks, apparently. And it's got alternate art cards, reprints of other cards. It's got sleeves in it that we don't usually see. It is a very, very, very cool thing, but it is very much designed to be exactly like it. So, yeah. It's a bit different to your regular starter deck, and it's getting a pre-release, but this is all very, very cool. And in terms of the English release, that's actually really quite simple. EX03 on the 11th of November, BT11 on the 17th of February, and Starter Deck 14 on the 24th of March. Now, there are a couple of other things outside of sets that we are also expecting. Tamer Set 5 is supposed to be coming in December. Remember, in the US, this was on Premium Bandai, and you have missed your chance. I'm sorry about that. However, it's out there. And certainly if you're in like Europe, etc., this will start popping up in game stores. The local game stores should be where you get this. It's nothing amazing. It's basically just an X-Antibody themed playmat and sleeves. So, yeah, if you're into that, brilliant. It looks kind of cool. But this is eminently skippable. Now, the other thing coming out is coming out in March. Although, again, it was Premium Bandai in the US. And I think you've missed your shot here. Is the second anniversary collection. Now, this one... Now, again, and I love the way Bandai do this. There is nothing in here which is exclusive. Everything in here can be ignored. Nothing in here needs to be gotten. However, it is extremely cool, so come on. I'm waiting for this. Hopefully this should be again in local game stores. I will be picking this up from my local game store. And you get yourself 2 sets of sleeves that look like old Digivices. You get yourself a lovely playmat. And you get yourself gold promos of a bunch of little Digimon. And you get yourself gold promos of a bunch of big Digimon. And you get yourself a set of 8 Frontiers promos as well. That is a lot of promos for one box, plus the sleeves, plus the playmat, etc. This is an extremely cool product. Now, over in Japan, there is one more thing which has been announced that we have yet to actually see. They have officially revealed, because everything I've just mentioned is out in Japan. It's already out, except for the Starter Deck 14. That should have been out. Remember, Starter Deck 14 got delayed in Japan. It is now releasing on December the 9th. Before that, we do have the official reveal. We've seen that BT12 is going to be coming out on November the 25th. It seems like a very, very cool set. It's called Across Time. It's coming out on November the 25th. We don't have a huge amount of information about it, but it looks cool. And then we have a listing, and nothing more than that. So again, take this with a big pinch of salt. But we have heard that EXO4 is going to be coming out on December the 23rd, which is basically the equivalent date to when EXO2 came out in Japan last year. So this is very believable. It seems right, but we do need to, again, take that with a pinch of salt until we actually have a proper release. So there we go. That's what's coming out. That's what you need to get excited about. And now you know everything you need to know. So plan accordingly. And of course then, go in the comment section. Tell me what you're picking up. Tell me what you're skipping. Go nuts. Be nice. And then make sure you like this video. Subscribe to this channel. Follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk Digimon and a bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.